Hey, you might be watching this video because you're trying to make a decision as to what the best private school for your kids is going to be. Today we're going to give you a tour of John Paul II here in Ridgeland, South Carolina. I'm Tim Peirce with the Peirce Group. John Paul II is located in Ridgeland, South Carolina, right between Bluffton and Beaufort. The school opened its doors back in 2013 and the enrollment has swelled. It's made it one of the fastest growing private schools here in the Lowcountry. Hey, so now we're here with John McCarthy, who is president of John Paul II, and he's going to tell us a little bit about John Paul II. We're going to ask some questions and get you better acquainted with the school and what it has to offer. So John, you know, a lot of people, they have a lot of choices around here when they're looking at private school options. And one of the questions I like to ask oftentimes is, what makes them choose John Paul II? Why do most families, decide to go here and make this their option?
Great question, Tim. We're growing rapidly, and one of the reasons why I like to think we're growing rapidly is that as families come in here and take a tour, what captures them is the environment, the culture of the school. You can pick it up, it's palpable in the first 5 minutes you're here. And it's two words that really come to mind when we talk about our culture is faith and family. And we are faith first. We are a Catholic school. We welcome all faiths, so it's not just Catholics here. It's students of all faiths or students still finding faith. Mm-hmm. But it's also a family culture in that we know all of these students by name, and we know about them. We know how to support them, how to challenge them. And make them better students and better young adults. So I think it's the culture first, and then when you get beyond the culture, it's the academic program. We have 22 AP courses, we have 8 pre-AP courses. You cannot find a school around of our size that offers that kind of program. We have the AP Capstone Diploma. So that traditional AP program, if you're looking for that academic rigor and challenge, we have that. On the other side, we also have special educators here who will support students with needs. And so we run the gamut of educational ability. We have all different kinds of students here. If you are a high flyer, we can service you. If you're a student still kind of trying to find your way and make it, we can service you as well. Okay,
that's great. So one of the things I think that makes John Paul II really unique in particular is your STEAM program. Is that right?
That's correct.
What can you tell us about that?
So what we're trying to do here is not only provide students with that traditional education, but provide them with an education for their future, right? Because the skills that they're going to need in the future are different than the skills that we had to get when we were in school. And so what we're trying to do with our students is really integrate the science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And we throw arts in there because we want both the right and the left side of the brain kind of working together. Okay. And oftentimes you get students who say, well, I'm not an artist, I don't want art. Well, art is not just to become an artist. Art is to learn how to use both sides of your brain. And so the whole idea behind the integration of STEAM is to try to get those disciplines interacting with one another. And we're going to be building a very exciting new building here. It's going to become our high school building. It's really going to be probably the most forward-thinking building in the Lowcountry, maybe in the state of South Carolina, and it's going to be a STEAM Innovation Center. And it's really going to force that integration of those subjects. And I think graduate kids who are problem solvers, who are leaders, who are collaborators, all the kinds of skills that students need when they leave high school.
Sure. So you actually mentioned a new building, which I know you're experiencing a lot of growth. Your enrollment's swelled to over 332 students. I think you started with 57, right?
Yeah, a long time.
So huge growth.
Yeah.
I think you've got some exciting projects on the horizon and some new buildings. And so what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so growth, first off the bat, I mean, when I arrived here in 2019, we had 209 students. That was 3 years ago. By the start of next year, we will have doubled that number. We will be over 400 in grades 6 through 12. We'll be the largest private school for just those grades, 6 through 12. There are bigger private schools here, but many of them are K to 12. We specialize on 6 to 12. We're not going any lower than grade 6. And so therefore, we will be the largest school. So we've had to redo our master plan. So besides the STEAM Innovation Center, which will be a 42,000 square foot building with a black box theater, we don't have a theater on campus right now, so we'll have a multi-purpose black box theater as part of that building. It's going to service 320 students. But we're also enlarging our athletic center with locker rooms and a fitness center. We're building a football stadium. We don't currently have one on campus. We're going to be building a football stadium with a track. We're going to be putting tennis courts out there. The beauty of this campus is we have 72 acres. So we have room to expand.
Sure.
We have room to grow. So we're going to expand the campus with the growth of our enrollment. In terms of size, we like to get to about 520 total in grades 6 to 12 and stop there. We don't want to get too big because we don't want to lose that small school appeal.
If somebody wanted to reach out to you guys and learn more about the school, how does that process look? How do they get in touch?
Sure, the contact person here is Ann McClure. She is our admissions coordinator. You can go to our website and give us a call, shoot us an email. She'll give you a tour, and I think once you come here, you're going to fall in love with it.
Yeah, great. John, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Tim.
Okay.